Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy So, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop a comment on our latest video. This clip is from our latest episode 109, which is streaming right now on your favorite platform. The Heat are struggling on the road as they lose to the winless Sacramento Kings. What? In this clip, Joel and I break down what's really missing for them. Now, let's jump into the Heat, because that's a team that hasn't been put together. That's a team that is struggling. They just lost, 2 games on the road, 2 out of the 3 games on the road.
Not going to lie, I'm not going to lie. I haven't been keeping up, dog.
Those West Coast games are tough.
First of all, you know that, dog. I can't do those 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, Wednesday night.
School night, Papa.
Come on, bro. Come on. And on top of that, man, we're just struggling with the times that I tune in, man. It's like we have little good spurts that reminds me of the good old days, meaning last year.
Right.
You know, and then there's like these breakdowns where like these teams just take leads, like they just start scoring on us at will, like no calls go our way, and it's like it's the highs are high and the lows are really, really low, dude. Really low.
And the part that sucks right now is that it is early on in the season for the Heat, right? But still, being 2-5 is not where it's at, dog. You know, being 2-5 is not where it's at.
The Kings were 0-4. We gave them their first win of the season
after 2 strong performances, right? Because in that game specifically, I know that Tyler Hero and Bam balled out. You know, it's just. I was looking up the research for the Heat, and I'm find myself looking at offensive stats, and I'm like, damn, we're struggling here, dog. We're like 25th or 27th in points per game.
That's not great.
27th in rebounds per game. I think we're like 25th in field goal percentage per game. Those are discouraging stats, dog, because that means that like somebody on your team who you're actively playing minutes to is sucking. That's the best way that I can put it. That person is sucking, because it has to be that drastic in order to bring the team average down that far, right? Not when you're getting games like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is consistently putting up 15-plus points, right? Always. For his career, I think he's like an 18-point guy, 19-point guy. This season alone, we've seen that Hero has the ability to put up 20 points per game. He's actually averaging about... he's averaging 21 in these last 2 games, but for the season, he's right around 19. Those are things that I'm looking at. Well, he's at 20, 19.9. Those are things that I look at and I'm like, yeah, the shooting numbers with these guys are good. So their efficiency rating or their numbers should be solid, right? It's the rest of the team that's really doing us a disservice. And for as much as we like Strus, right? For as much as we like Lowry, those guys haven't been playing as well right now, you know, and that's just the cold hard facts. And those are guys that we were depending on going into the season because we knew that we weren't as strong in the other positions. Now, Bam has slowly started to come along, right? We've seen his offensive game start to jump up. He's averaging about 24.5 points these past 2 games.
Good. He needs to.
Where he's shooting more, right? He just looks more comfortable in the top of the key shooting the ball or on the wing shooting the ball. He just looks comfortable. He's not doing that weird stutter step shit. For me, it's everybody else. You know, where's Lowry, dog? You know, this is a dude making $30 million plus.
Well, let me get you some stats, because you mentioned 2 guys. You mentioned Max Strus.
Yep. And Kyle Lowry.
He's played 7 games. He's got 43% field goal percentage. He's shooting 35% beyond the arc. He's got 5.4 rebounds a game and 13 points averaging right now. 13 points with 5 rebounds. That's kind of his main stat line. Kyle Lowry, same games played. He's shooting 34 beyond the arc with a 35% field goal percentage. He's averaging 12.4 a game, and he has 5 assists a game with 3.7 rebounds per game.
That's not where it's at, dog. When Bam is the only guy above 50% on field goals at 53, and he's our big guy, come on. Because even, like, I don't expect it from Jimmy, because Jimmy's going to shoot.
Sample.
Right. It's a small sample size, but 7 games is a good sample size to say who's hitting their averages, you know? That's as simple as that. Bam's hitting his averages because he's a big man. Shooting over 50% is almost impossible for these guys not to do, right? Cool. Especially that he's shooting more this year. Cool. Jimmy right around 50%. Cool. Really good. Same thing with Hero. He's creeping up to 47% and he's shooting a lot more now. Cool. Perfect. He's doing well. And then that drop off. You got Max Strus into the low 40s. You got Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, low 40s. And then you got Duncan, Kyle, in the mid 30s. Those are the things that I'm telling you that's like dragging the team down.
Yeah.
Because even when they're on the floor, they're not being productive, regardless of the opponent, regardless of what's going on in the game. And I watched those games, dog. It was very troubling to see that. Now the Golden State loss, I'll give it to him. Curry got hot. He had 14 points in the fourth quarter. Cool.
It went off.
He went off not
just him, both of them, Clay too.
Yeah, man. And look, for I think the last 6 minutes of that game, we had Tyler Hero covering Steph Curry. That's a mismatch. All day, every day. And he was able to take advantage of it.
We saw the highlight.
You know, I'm telling you because I watched it live. And it sucked to see Tyler doing his best to keep up with him and not being able to keep up with an MVP. That's okay. You lose to an MVP like that on the road, right? It happens, dog. The guy got hot. This is his home court. Cool. No problem. But that follow-up game against Sacramento, that's the one that bothered me because we didn't come out with any type of energy. We were getting bullied on the boards, and it's like, all right, is nobody else willing to fight? Like, where's the fighting spirit?
They thought that Sacramento was just going to hand us that win. That's kind of what it felt like.
Absolutely, and I felt like they were kind of ready to come home, you know? And it's funny because Jimmy came out afterwards and was like, well, you know, we're going to win this shit anyways, and I don't care what y'all say, and I don't care what you guys are writing. And I'm like, all right, Jimmy, I mean, I'm with you, dog, but let's be real.
I'm all for that mentality, bro. But it just, again, we said it last episode. It feels like there's something missing still for this Heat team.
For sure.
For us, we keep saying it's a big man. You know, I saw trade rumors of Miles Turner going to LA now.
Yeah. And that would suck, dog. I really hope.
How many big guys do they need? Do they have? Like
I don't know, man. And look, I even read about Boogie Cousins possibly being a potential target for the Heat. Maybe even a Whiteside, bring him back, right? Just to be a big man and get some rebounds for us. We're going to need something. We're going to need something because
I don't just want to bring somebody back for the sake of just having a body out there, bro. We need production. Yeah. I don't know what the move is right now, bro. I thought the move was going after Spider Mitchell, you know, which would have helped.
But that wouldn't have helped.
Well, it would have helped on the offensive side of the ball. The kid's going off already in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But you know, it just feels like we defensively we're missing something, man. We're missing that Jay Crowder. We're missing that what's his face, PJ Tucker. You know what I mean? We're missing that guy.
Yeah,
we've had that guy for the last few years, whether it was one of those two or the other one, but we don't have it right now, man.
Nah,
and Caleb Martin ain't doing it.
He's not doing it right now. And you know, Jimmy made a point to emphasize how much his play is worth right now to the team because in that Portland win, Caleb Martin played great. You know what I mean? And Jimmy even said it after the game. He was like, well, when Caleb Martin is playing this and he's shooting 48% and he's doing this, that's when we get the dub. He was 7 of 8 from the field, ended up with 16 points, hit 2 threes, 8 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Yeah, when you get that type of production from a guy like Caleb Martin, you're going to ball. The team is going to do better.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if Caleb can do it every game. So maybe that's what's missing, right? Where we have that consistent performance. We're starting to see Bam become more consistent offensively and defensively. Jimmy is going to be Jimmy. We don't have to worry about him. Tyler Hero is doing his thing. The fact that we're not even talking about Tyler Hero struggling or whatever, that he's just hitting 20 points like normal and they're like, well, yeah, good job. You know, way to hit the numbers, kid.
Again,
do your thing.
I'm not concerned with him, man.
Not concerned with him. The concern is everybody else, you know, right now. Especially Lowry, dog. Lowry, I have a lot of expectations for him.
Those stats, for the most part, those stats weren't terrible through 7 games. I thought honestly it was going to be a little bit worse, but we definitely do need more production. If you're not going to have double digit, you know, or close to 20 points a game, you got to have double digit assists. You're our point guard, bro. You got to be, you know, setting guys up properly. You can't have 5 assists a game, bro. We need you to have 10 assists a game at least.
No, man. And look, his scoring has gone up, right? He started off the season with only 2 points, had back-to-back games where he scored 17, went back down to 7, followed that up with 17, 12, and 16. Good. But that's not enough. 17 points, 12 points, not enough. He needs to be in that 19 to 20 range, if we're being honest, because instead of allowing Caleb Martin to take more shots or anything like that, he needs to be the one who's the aggressor and say, I'm going to take control more of this offense and put up some shots and hit some threes.
Yeah, for sure.
Hit some threes.
We need him to do that. He did that in Toronto. And he's not that guy anymore. After that championship, Kyle Lowry, bro, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you might be a cool dude and good friends with Jimmy, bro, but the Heat fan base is not all in on you right now, bro, and you need to turn that around.
8 of his last 19 threes. Not bad, but it needs to be more. It needs to be more. I don't know, man. Good thing that the Heat are coming home. They're playing tonight against Golden State. Another tough matchup, right? Going up against Curry and the boys, especially Jordan Poole.
Dog.
Jordan Poole's been balling, dog, for Golden State, man.
Yep.
He's been killing it.
That kid's ever since he got clocked in the mouth by Draymond.
Yeah, bro. He's gotten his shit together. I guess it worked.
Shout out to Draymond, dog. Everybody just needs to get this shit split every once in a while.
No, man. Shout out to Tyler Hero, bro. Shout out to Tyler Hero, because even in the when he has bad games, he's bounced back, man. He had that 7-point game against Golden State. He struggled big time. Followed that up with 34 against the Kings. I just really like where his game is heading. I really like where his head is at, and the type of basketball that he's playing. It looks like he's playing freely, and that excites me, because that just makes me know that he's not only living up to the pressure, he's gonna get beyond that. You know what I mean? He still has that hunger.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, bro. Like I said, they got this home game now against Golden State. I don't know if we're gonna win this game tonight.
We're at home now, though.
I hope
things change. You know, it might be one of those situations where they think we're gonna roll over and just take it, and we come out. We gotta have a strong 3-point performance. So unfortunately, you know, metal sharpens metal, and we know what they're capable of. We gotta make sure we can respond.
Now we need that pizza mañana too. You know what I mean? Yeah. We need that pizza mañana. Back-to-back home games against Golden State and Sacramento, Tuesday and Wednesday, before we hit the road against Indiana to come back home on Monday against Portland. Let's get to 500.
Let's do it.
You know, let's get to 500.
Little
by little. Put 2-3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't expect a great thing from this team right now. We obviously know that there's pieces missing. We obviously know that there's holes to be filled on the roster, right? So just get some wins, whether they're ugly or not. Let's get some wins and string them together.
That's it.
You know, speaking of the NBA, bro, a lot of crazy news happening today. Steve Nash, Brooklyn Nets parting ways. Supposedly they're bringing in the former suspended / ex-coach of the Celtics, Udoka.
Yeah, well,
kind of weird, right?
I don't know what's going on there, but that interests you, huh?
Yeah, bro, a little bit, because there's a big change in dynamic for both of those teams, right? Like for the Celtics, it's like, all right, your coach is not coming back. You have your coach. Time to move forward, right? How are you gonna, develop around this guy and get that camaraderie going? And then for the Brooklyn Nets, I don't know. How do you put that together? You know what I mean? Like, what's up with that locker room right now? You know, you got Kyrie Irving and his weird ass comments. KD, focusing on himself and doing his thing. Ben Simmons scared to shoot. Kyrie yelling at him to shoot the ball. I don't know. Maybe that's something that bodes well for the Heat, where a piece gets broken here and there. Maybe the Celtics are looking in a new direction and get rid of a player or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to turn out for the Heat, but I'm interested to see what that dynamic does for us.
I think it's all noise. I don't think that matters to me.
Yeah?
Nah, it don't matter to me.
Coaches is a big deal in the NBA, dog.
Yeah, I get that, but it's in the Eastern Conference too, within the conference. So, I understand that. But Steve Nash getting fired and Ime Udoka being named the new, coach, that doesn't do anything for us being Heat fans, in my opinion.
My hope is that by the time the trade deadline comes, that Nets team is pretty much trying to punch each other in the face a la Golden State. And KD says, enough of this shit.
Bro, it only makes them stronger. Remember, we just talked about that.
No. It's not going to happen for them. And KD says, you know what? Send me to Miami.
I don't even know, man. What would you give up right now for KD? Do we have enough to give up for a KD?
What would I give up for KD?
I mean, they're going to want Hero.
Okay.
They're going to want Bam.
I don't know about Bam.
Do you send Hero and Bam for KD?
No. I'll send Hero, Lowry.
They want Jimmy.
I'll do Jimmy and Lowry.
Jimmy? Wow, you're just going to turn your back on Jimmy that quick?
I'm not turning my back. I'm just saying I need a vet who's going to be top 3 in the NBA to lead my 2 young studs while they keep him pushing and keep him young.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I would be interested to see what a Heat team would look like with Bam, Tyler Hero, and KD. I love you, Jimmy, but that sounds pretty freaking good.
I think Jimmy's more important than that, man. He's running out of time too, though. Like it's, I don't know. It's tricky. It's a
The
tricky one.
defensive stopper is Bam, though. We know
That's
that,
a tricky
right?
one. That's a tricky
It's
one.
super tricky. I'm just saying, like, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? It's a long NBA season.
Wishful thinking.
It sucks right now that we've only gotten 2 Pizza Mañanas out of the Heat, but I'm expecting us to get some more in this next week with these next couple of games up. You know, let's get by Golden State, beat them, get our revenge game against the Kings, and then see what happens on the road against the Pacers.
Let's do it.
You know, let's get 3 wins, bro. It's not freaking impossible.
Doable.
Doable, man. Let's get 3 wins.